But when Dean Martin trades a beautiful woman for a gun, that's really something big.
Interesting facts about famous people.
Western movies you can watch for free on YouTube. I don't think it will come as a surprise to my viewers using YouTube. There are many westerns on YouTube where you can watch the full movie for free. As a channel that talks about western movies, I have come across many in my line of work, so I thought I might start sharing what I have found. Today I will talk about some of these westerns. I will also provide the links in the description. If there are any movies you would like to see, let me know what they are and I will see if I can find them for you. If you enjoy this video, hit the notification button to get my new videos. If you want to check out my many other videos, head over to my channel. The link is in the description. Please take a moment to like and subscribe to the channel as well. I appreciate it. Let's get into it. McLintock, 1963. A classic western comedy. McLintock starred John Wayne, a legendary actor famous for his roles in many iconic westerns. It also starred one of Wayne's sons, Patrick Wayne. In addition, Maureen O'Hara and Stefanie Powers, amongst other great supporting actors. Click out the link to the full movie in the description. From Hell to Texas, 1958. From Hell to Texas sees a ruthless cattle baron named Hunter Boyd send his men out to capture a ranch hand named Todd, whom he believes murdered his son. Todd is pursued, despite protesting his innocence, is tracked down and violently injured. Todd is taken in by a kind rancher and his daughter, Juanita, who takes a fancy to him. After giving him food and shelter, the men pursuing him also bring trouble to their home. Todd, facing a choice to keep running, rather decides to face and fight the men instead. Though not as acclaimed as other westerns from its time, still a solid film. Starred Don Murray and Diane Varsi as Todd and Juanita. Check out the link to the full movie in the description. Yuma, 1971. Yuma was enjoyable despite its small budget, featuring Clint Walker as Marshal Dave Harmon, a former US Army lieutenant. Walker is sent to the town of Yuma as the new US Marshal. After his wife was sexually assaulted, she and his son were murdered. Looking for revenge, Walker's only lead on the perpetrators is that they were wearing army uniforms. Entering the town, he's thrust into tussles with the local drunks and criminals. Walker realizes that despite having experience as a marshal, he has his work cut out for him in this town. Check out the link to the full movie in the description. Death Rides a Horse, 1967. A spaghetti western from Italian director Giulio Petroni. A classical revenge western. The film received praise for its realism compared to spaghetti westerns of the time, telling the story of a young boy named Bill that witnesses his father's murder and his mother and younger sister being brutalized before also being killed by a ruthless gang. Biding his time for 15 years, learns to become a proficient gunslinger in that time. Having memorized the specifics of each man who killed his family, he returns to deliver his revenge on each of them. Check out the link to the full movie in the description. Something Big, 1971. A great western comedy, a film led by the legendary Dean Martin. A cheeky film showcasing the comedic talents of Martin playing an aging bandit named Joe Baker. Joe is awaiting the arrival of his fiancée, the beautiful Dover McBride. Determined to make one last score, wanting this one to be something big. He has his work cut out for him, as his own associates can be a handful, whilst he also has to be careful as a hot-headed army colonel is determined to take him down, who also awaits the arrival of his wife before retirement. With time against him, Joe and his gang race to execute his last big heist. Check out the link to the full movie in the description. Ride Lonesome, 1959. A great film, noted by its CinemaScope widescreen production and lush colour. A gritty story of a bounty hunter named Ben Brigade. Brigade gets caught up in defending a settlement that he and his prisoner take shelter in while transporting the man to Santa Cruz. It soon emerges that Brigade has a hidden agenda. After helping the people at the settlement, a widow decides to accompany Brigade on his journey. Along the way, he employs two outlaws to help him, not knowing that the men also hide a secret of their own. Check out the link to the full movie in the description.
You had that gun on you. Boone saved your life, didn't he?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, then, why would he want to kill you now?
Right out from Billy. Don't let him do it, Frank. I done you enough, Brigade. Don't make me kill you. Stop me.
Santa Fe Passage, 1954. Not as well known as other westerns from the period, Santa Fe Passage portrays the tensions that stemmed from the conflict between residents of frontier towns and Native American tribes, starring John Payne as Kirby Randolph, an experienced scout who becomes heavily bigoted after his alliance with a local chief is broken, leading to the massacre of his men. Commissioned to transport a couple and their cargo of guns and ammo through Native American territories, Randolph isn't happy when a Native American woman is one of the passengers in the wagon train. Putting aside his bigotry, he becomes attracted to a young passenger named Ariel. They face many dangers and Kirby protects everyone. The film plays up the tension between his bravery and hateful attitude in a way that is ahead of its time. Check out the link to the full movie in the description. Buffalo Bill, 1944. A classic original take of the famous gunslinger, Buffalo Bill, tells the tale of the Western icon, a fictionalized account of his life, depicting Bill as a hunter and scout that rescues a senator's daughter who later becomes his wife. Bill is tolerant of the native Cheyenne people. When government policies lead to their attack and exploitation, he's forced to fight the tribes he befriended. His life earned him a legendary reputation that he later used to start a traveling Western show. His fame as a performer is threatened when he later speaks out against the unfair treatment of Native Americans. Check out the link to the full movie in the description.
You don't want it because an Indian wore it. Indian?
Mr. Vanderveer, why can't you build your railroad around the Cheyenne lands instead of across them?
Young man, that would delay construction for over a year and double the cost. Yes, Sergeant. We found him, sir. We had a little trouble. Bring him in.
One-Eyed Jacks, 1961, starring an all-time legend of cinema. One-Eyed Jacks has the legendary Marlon Brando as its star. The actor also showcased his full range of talents, as he also took the helm as the film's director. A classic tale of revenge. Brando played a bandit named Rio, who pulls off a bank heist in Mexico with his two partners. One of them, Dad Longworth, betrays his partner and escapes with the loot. Rio winds up languishing in prison for many years, plotting his revenge. While not a box office hit, the film came to be respected and selected for preservation by the Library of Congress. Check out the link to the full movie in the description. The Lone Ranger, 1956. One of the many versions to feature this classic character. The Lone Ranger saw Clayton Moore in the lead, based on the popular TV series of the same name. The film was the first of 2 films made as follow-ups to the show. Cliché-laden, the films proved as popular as their TV counterparts. A tale where the ranger is commissioned by a governor to investigate raids by a local Native American tribe, soon learning that the tribe is trying to protect their lands, which just happens to contain large silver deposits from being plundered by wealthy landowners, revealing the identities of the real raiders. The ranger averts a conflict in a classic tale that exposes the bigotry and exploitation of native peoples of the time. Check out the link to the full movie in the description.
Take your pen, make your own orders. Well, you don't have to holler so they can hear you over there. Well, then do as you're told.
You stay on this side of the reservation. Remember, the only reason you're ramrodding this drive is to pick up that stuff from me at Abilene. Now get the cows on the trail. Move them.
Let's go.
I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think in the comments. I appreciate your likes and subscribers. Hit the notification button to get my new videos. Take a look at my channel and check out my Facebook page. The links are in the description. I am Wrangler. Bye for now. See you again soon.
Interesting facts about famous people.